Hey, what's up guys, my name is RJ and welcome back to another video. This video guys is a re-upload of a video that I had on my previous channel, and basically it will teach you everything that you need to know to make an HvH config. Now there is one issue, and basically I'm using onetap v3 and this cheat is currently outdated, but still I think this video is pretty informing, and also I do think my voice is kind of cringe in this video, but hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started. So as we're focused more on HvH config, we're not going to touch this tab yet. So first let's go into Rage. And as you can see, there are multiple sections. There is a general, pistol, heavy pistol, scout, AVP and auto sniper. But for this video, we're not going to make separate settings for each section, but we're just going to focus on this section. So the first thing that I have to show you is these buttons right here can be, you can either assign a keybind, let's say we assign H, or if you don't want to assign anything and you want it to be always on, you right click and then you put on always. So there is hold, toggle and always. Let's put this on always and enable this. The second option is that you should put is silent. Basically, if you don't enable this, it's going to lock on the guys, you see, and it's very weird. So you're just going to put silent. The third option is auto scope, because as you saw, it's going to shoot even if you're no scoped, and you're just going to click on auto scope. Okay, I'm quickly going to talk about these options right here. Force body aim, it's force body aim. What does this mean? For example, you have the hitboxes selected to these, and it's not going to shoot his head, it's going to try to shoot his body. You can set this to always, it's kind of dumb, or toggle hold. It really depends on the situation you're in. The next options that you should be interested in are double tap and double tap instant. These are for auto sniper. These exploits are not going to be found in these individual sections. You're just going to change it in here. This section right here that you can see was recorded after the first recording, because I forgot to show you something that is important. Basically, when you go into Rage, as you can see, there are multiple hitboxes: head, upper chest, chest, and as you see, there are multiple sections. For example, scout, you do override default. You're going to put the hitboxes to these. You're not going to want to hit his feet, because this is kind of dumb. You want to prioritize these two parts. Then minimum damage you put to a big amount. For example, AVP, some users like to put it to this is 110 or 105, and just change these settings. For example, auto sniper, we put this to around 30. We can put everything for auto sniper. Actually, the hit chance 30, 50, 60. Actually, if you play with scout or AVP, you want the minimum damage and the hit chance to be higher than for auto sniper. So yeah, that's what I forgot to tell you. The next thing that you have to do is put auto stop. This is important, as it's automatically going to stop when it detects someone. And I guess that was pretty much it for the Rage section. Now let's move to the anti-aim section. So of course you're going to click on enable. Your offset, leave it to 0. Jitter offset, usually putting this to around -8. -8. Of course you can copy these settings. This option right here is very useful. It's called manual direction. If you enable this, you're going to assign whatever you want, left, back and right. Put it like this, and let's go into world, toggle and V. When we toggle, when you select, you see, you can change the directions. For example, if there is a wall right here, you're going to want to hide your heads behind the wall. You're not going to put it like this, or it really depends on the situation you're in. So the next options are fake angles. Fake angles, just put enabled, and actually that's it. You shouldn't change. Maybe this, if you use Scout, for example, assign a key. Usually people set it to F, just so that you remember F, and it's going to invert the anti-aim. Next option is fake lag. If you use double tap, for example, you put double tap. If you use double tap, fake lag won't work with it, but it will work if you're using a Scout or an AVP. So I usually put limit to its maximum, which is 16, and the jitter around 22 or something like this. 22, and the triggers you're going to put in air and on peak. Fake dock is a very important feature that you should be using. I usually put it to C, and basically when you do this, it's going to fake dock. It's not the same thing as crouch. It's a really useful feature. The next section that I want to show you is the MISC section before you're going to the visual section. So if you go into MISC, general, auto bunny hop, of course, slide walk, accurate walk, fast stop, fast crouch, strafe assistance, auto strafe, put this to directional, and turn speed to 50. And you're just going to bunny hop. It's very easy. The next section is force SVGs, hidden CVARs. These enable some, look, for example here, I was typing a command. This command will only be enabled if you toggle that option. And if you put, for example, 1.2, it's going to look like 4x3, you see? But I'm currently on 16:9, but it looks like 4x3. Now you can put horrible settings too. For example, if you put 1 or 2, no, if you put smaller to 0, it's going to look horrible. For example, 0.4 is going to stretch it a lot. So I really want you guys to make some media with this resolution. It will be really cool. No, just kidding. Don't use this. Put this to 1.2. The next thing that everyone should use is bybots. Enable and just select auto sniper if you're a auto sniper user, Scout if you're a Scout user, Scout player, sorry, Desert Eagle or Revolver, or dual Berettas, I don't know, depends on what you want. Utilities, Helmet, Kevlar, HE, Molotov, Smoke Grenades, Taser, and Diffuse kits should be toggled. Preserve feed is also a useful feature if you want to keep it. If you don't want to keep the kills in here, then remove it. The next section is more about performance. If you have a potato PC and you want to improve FPS, enable everything in here. This is a very useful feature. I think everyone knows about this one. Keybinds, for example, if we toggle double tap, it's currently put into hold, so let's switch it to toggle. As you can see, this is how it looks like, double tap or anti-aim inverter, but it's put to toggle, so let's change it to toggle, F, and as you can see, changed the anti-aim direction. So skins, the skins should be easy to know how to change them. If we want to get a AVP skin, for example, we want a dragon lore, just search in here dragon lore, but I didn't select the weapon because I'm stupid, so let's search for dragon lore, put it in here, and normally it should change it. so you have to double click, and then you have your dragon lore. Knives, weapons, flip knife hand. For example, if you have the weapon, any weapon would be in your right hand, but the knife would be on your left hand. But I'm not using this feature. FOV, if you want to use this, if you want to change the X, Y, and Z. So yeah, force rare animations. This is, for example, deagle, falchion knife, or revolver flip. If you're interested, player model. That is pretty easy. Now let's go to the visual section, as this is the biggest section in the cheat. So enemies, I don't like using box. I only use glow name. Okay, so when you make some visuals, you have to think about a color. So you're going to say, I want my visuals to be a green themed one or blue themed one. For example, I'm going to use green themed one. So let's just select color, health. I'm not going to use this. Yeah, if you want to change the color, for example, darker green, but I don't use this. The weapon, I recommend you using the icon. Ammo is not very useful. Flags, this is important if you want to see if the guy is fake ducking, if he's scoping, reloading, what else, defusing, if he's the bomb carrier, if he's shot, skeleton. The glow, for example, we're going to put it, as I said, it's a green themed one, so we're going to put it like this and like this. Next thing, is hit sound. If you want to add custom hit sounds, I have a link in the description on how to use onetap v3, and I'm explaining you. You can use this toxic feature. When you kill someone, it's going to do F12 and play it through your mic. Next is radar reveal out of FOV. I don't use this feature, but you can use this, not like this, so you can see where they are instead of looking behind. And the skin of my AVP changed for some reason. The champs, of course, I like to put this to custom, no, glow 2 colors, put visible override, and put this to a green themed one. And second color, you can put it more transparent if you want, but it kind of looks cool now. This is if you want to use custom champs, but it doesn't look that cool. You can play with these settings however you want. Now let's go to the self section. I actually, for the desync, I use this glow 2 colors, or just normal glow. Normal glow looks cool too. You can put it more transparent if you want. And basically, I said that I have to show you that I wanted to show you what is the save point. Basically, this is showing you the fake, and this is the real. So the save point is going to be between the two of them. I don't use this feature. This explanation was the easiest I could find. I'm not very advanced in HVHing, so I don't know all the features, but I know the basics ones. What else do I want to show you? Friendlies, if you want to, for example, enable champs for your teammates, but it doesn't look that cool. Now, these are other options. Fulbright, if you want to use this. I'm not using this. Night mode, I put it like this. Wall transparency, 16, prop, somewhere around here. Skybox, I usually use a custom one. Sky 140. If you want to get these custom skies, in the video where I'm explaining how to use onetap v3, I'm also explaining you how to import custom skyboxes and how to load them in here. Weather, With OneTap Crack v3, if you enable, I think, particle rain or rain, it will crash. I don't want to test it out. The third person, if you want to change the distance, this is very useful. For example, when you play in HvH, you're not going to want to see the guy like this, you know, scoped and looking at the ground. This is very useful too. If you have some nades in your hand, you don't want to press V again when you selected your nade. Automatically it's going to disable it and be in first person when you have the nade in your hand. And the final section that I want to cover in the visuals tab is this section. Put it to glow icon, hostage if you want, nades, this is important. Put this to text, glow icon, timer if you want, and fire radius, depends on what your preferences are. The weapons, if you want to see them on the ground, text, glow, you can put the icon too, or maybe just glow an icon. Penetration dots, I'm not using this is more useful. As you can see, it's green. When it's green, it means that you can shoot through it, and when it's red, it means you can't shoot through it. So you can also see if it's a one-way or not. It really depends on where you are on the map and on what map you are. But this is a very useful feature if you're a beginner too. Grenade prediction, removals if you don't want the smoke, this is important. Remove all of this. Apart from the fire, I won't disable this, because if he throws a molly, you don't see it, you're going to die like a dumbass. And that was pretty much it. The JavaScript, I'm currently using some JavaScript. You have this oneway.js. So if you have this script enabled and if you go on some popular maps such as Mirage, you're going to see several locations where you're going to find some one-ways, and you're going to see some instructions as fake duck here, press E. For example, when you press E, it's going to kind of disable the anti-aim, because this is when you press E, this is use, and when you do this, you can just look like this. It can be useful in certain moments, because most of the times your head is down, and in certain scenarios you would want it to be like this. So you can enable this clan tag. These are some of my scripts. You can find them on my Discord server. Now let's go on to the legit section. So for the legit section, I'm going to use a legit config. This one, link will be on my Discord server too, because if you go into the anti-aim section, you're going to have the legit anti-aim section. And basically let's set it to mouse 3, for example. As you can see, when you toggle this, it's going to change the direction of the fake. So the blue part is the fake. So the enemy team, imagine he's a legit guy, he sees the blue part and he's going to shoot it, but it's not going to do anything apart if he has a resolver. A resolver, if you don't know what it is, it's basically trying to guess where the fake is. Well, it's not going to guess, it's going to shoot where the real is and kill you. This is what the resolver does. But imagine you're playing against a spinner and he has bad paste and it has a broken resolver, then it's not going to hit you and you're just going to troll the heck out of it. So I guess that was pretty much it. In the second episode, I'm going to talk about how to play HvH, so more about play styles, objectives, more about how to play rather than the config and the cheat itself. So I guess that is pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed. That was a pretty long tutorial. See you in the next one, and goodbye.